this seems a little phallic. My name is Brenda Hsueh. I'm a comedy writer. I write for television. I've written for How I Met Your Mother for the first 3 seasons. I wrote for Sullivan & Son for 2 seasons, and I'm writing on a new show starring Tracy Morgan for FXX. I think it's because when I was a kid, I used to love, well, I didn't have many friends, and so it was just me and my sister, and we literally would just make, we had like these stuffed animals, and we would just have everyone have a different character, and it had this whole made-up world called Dollyland, where she was the mayor and I was the vice mayor. And we basically would spin all these like really like complex storylines and make up all these crazy characters, and I feel like that was my background in like screenwriting. I don't really know if there was a pivotal like a moment or like an epiphany. Like it definitely probably happened later in life, like either college or like post-college. And I certainly didn't think I could do it like per se as a profession. And it is a bit of a muscle actually. Like, you know, like the more you use it, the more you hone it and you get better at it. Honestly, I guess it was coming out here and meeting a comedy writer randomly, and he was like, you should try doing this. And the great thing about writing is that there's no startup cost. And so I tried doing it at home, like on my computer, and I was like, just doing it and doing it. I'm like, well, how do I get a job, you know, because I don't know anybody. And so I entered a contest, actually. It was this like ABC Disney writing contest. And so I wrote this half-hour comedy spec, and I got it. It was a Malcolm in the Middle. That's what it was, yeah. I would say most of the shows I've worked on have been ensemble shows. Mm-hmm. And so, yeah, maybe the lead, I mean, is ostensibly a dude. Mm-hmm. But, you know, there are a lot of great other characters to write for. And, like, you write for all these characters, basically. Mm-hmm. And, like, actually on this last show I wrote for Sullivan & Son, like, there was a Chinese, like, a Korean mom character. Mm-hmm. And that was really fun to write, like, a crazy, intense Asian tiger mom, you know? Like, I'm like, oh, I know that character. Like, you know, intensely cheap. And like really like crazy. I'm like, yeah, I can come up with some storylines there, you know? Writing for a guy or a girl, like, I feel like I'm pretty good at both, because weirdly I'm like, I am a girl, but I'm weirdly kind of like a dude on the inside. So it's like, I'm like, I think I feel like I'm pretty good at like doing both, basically. It's funny because sometimes like I have friends who are like don't like talking about it because people find it so interesting, and so they'll literally just say that they're like architects or something like that. In this town, it's like it's pretty common, you know. And if anything, when I meet somebody that does like HR, I'm like, what's that like? That's awesome. What? You know, because that's like everyone else is doing something in Hollywood. I'm like, yeah, you're an actor, you're a director, or whatever. But yeah, you know, I think when you're out and about, even in LA, like I think people do get a little like, oh, that's cool, or like I really like that show, or whatever it is, or which episode did you do, and so it's interesting. Like it's always a little bit like pretty good if in a conversational like cocktail situation, you're like, oh yeah, that's interesting, right?